Hello Muslim friends in the world. A heart-stirring event took place in a large church in France when 5 Christian priests recited the shahadah, Islamic declaration of faith, before thousands of their congregants. Their decision to embrace Islam surprised many and sparked widespread discussions, not only in France but also in various parts of the world. The reason behind the conversion of these 5 priests is said to be deeply personal. They had been conducting intensive research on Islam for years. Initially, they studied Islam with the aim of strengthening their arguments of faith in their sermons. However, the deeper they delved into Islamic teachings, the more they felt the beauty and uniqueness in its message. One of them revealed, "We found simplicity, peace, and certainty in Islam that is hard to explain." The teachings of Prophet Muhammad emphasize sincerity and a profound love for the Almighty God. The process of their conversion to Islam took place before their congregation. With tears in their eyes, they recited the shahadah and declared themselves as Muslims. Many congregants were shocked, and some even cried, feeling the emotional weight and significance of the moment. After the ceremony, the 5 former priests spoke to the congregation, explaining their decision with open hearts. They expressed that this change in faith was not a betrayal but a spiritual journey guided by their search for the truth they found in Islam. They hoped that their decision would be seen as a step toward inner peace and genuine love for God. News of this event quickly spread on social media and sparked numerous reactions. Many were inspired by their courage, while others struggled to comprehend this monumental decision. Nonetheless, the conversion of these 5 priests became an inspirational story, prompting many people to deepen their understanding of faith, sincerity, and true spiritual seeking. After the priest's declaration of the shahadah, the congregation present appeared surprised and filled with mixed emotions. Many hadn't expected their respected spiritual leaders to choose a path different from their own beliefs. Spontaneous reactions ensued. Some congregants cried, looked confused, while others remained silent, reflecting a blend of shock and bewilderment. One congregant, who had attended services at the church for years, shared his feelings with the media. "This has shocked all of us. They were our spiritual leaders who have guided and taught us. Seeing them choose Islam is something we find hard to comprehend at this moment," he said with an emotional tone. Some congregants expressed that, although they were shocked, they respected the priest's courage and sincerity in making such a significant decision. They understood that every individual's spiritual journey is deeply personal. However, for others, the event left a major question and unease about the direction and understanding of their own faith. In his statement, one of the priests who converted to Islam expressed his hope that his congregation would remain calm and focused on goodness, compassion, and universal human values. He also said that this decision was not intended to create division but rather a personal calling he found after years of searching. "This is a spiritual journey I've undertaken wholeheartedly. I hope you can understand that this is a choice I made with full awareness, not due to any external pressure, but for the peace I found in Islam," he explained. Nevertheless, this historic moment continues to spark lively discussions and offers reflection for many people in France and around the world about the true meaning of faith, sincerity, and the courage to choose a life path believed to be the true path. Since these 5 priests decided to embrace Islam in front of their congregation, the atmosphere in the church has changed drastically. Many congregants who were previously regular attendees have reportedly become less frequent, and the church's seats are increasingly empty. Congregants, initially filled with shock and confusion, gradually developed a deep curiosity about Islam, the religion that led their spiritual leaders to make such a significant decision. Some congregants, initially seeking answers to the priest's decision, instead began to delve deeper into Islamic teachings. They attended basic Islamic study sessions and sought explanations about key concepts in Islam, such as monotheism, tawhid, worship practices, and the life of the Prophet Muhammad. Some even discreetly visited the nearest mosque to meet with Islamic scholars and seek further explanations. One congregant, who had been an active member of the church, shared that he now found peace in Islam. "I wanted to understand what made the priests so certain. I started reading the Quran and talking with some Muslim friends. It turns out there's a lot in Islam that resonates with my heart," he expressed meaningfully. This phenomenon became increasingly talked about in the area around the church, where more and more people showed an interest in exploring Islam. Those congregants who decided to embrace Islam said that its teachings gave them a different perspective on God, life, and inner peace. The story of the priest's conversion and the curiosity of their congregation illustrates how a spiritual journey can open new paths for many people. Although the church is now quieter, the spiritual transformation among its congregants shows the power of sincerity in pursuing faith, as the invitation to understand Islam arose from the experience and choices of their respected leaders. As the atmosphere at the church changed, the local mosque became bustling with people eager to learn about Islam. The presence of church members interested in delving deeper into the religion brought new life to the mosque. Every day, it was lively, especially during study sessions and lectures, where many new faces attentively listened to explanations about Islamic teachings. The mosque's imam and scholars who regularly conducted these sessions expressed their emotions and happiness at seeing the growing enthusiasm of local residents seeking to understand Islam. "We see more and more people coming to ask questions, learn, and even some requesting guidance in reciting the shahadah, declaration of faith," one scholar said with heartfelt emotion. Among those who came were church congregants who had recently undergone a major change after their 5 priests embraced Islam. The mosque has now become a center not only for worship but also for openly introducing Islam to the surrounding community. Various programs, such as Quran introduction classes, foundational teachings of Islam, and open Q&A sessions, are now regularly held. In addition, interfaith discussions are organized to foster goodwill and build a deeper understanding among communities. One study session participant, a former church congregant, expressed joy after learning more about Islam. "I feel welcomed here, and I find great peace in the teachings presented. Islam teaches so much about love, tolerance, and our relationship with God," he said. This phenomenon has brought a positive change to the city, with the mosque becoming a symbol of openness and a place of spiritual exploration for many. More people come to the mosque, not only to learn but also to experience the warm sense of community and peace they find in Islamic teachings.